Today I'm going to talk about Saint James the Blessed in my brand new video. Subscribe to this channel to see more updates and new content below. Check out my two recent videos, first with Saint James the Greater and secondly Saint Philip the Apostle in the description boxes and description links below. Saint James the Less, the author of the first Catholic epistle, was the son of Alphaeus of Cleophas. His mother Mary was either a sister or a close relative of the Blessed Virgin, and for that reason, according to Jewish custom, he was sometimes called the brother of the Lord. The apostle held a distinguished position in the early Christian community of Jerusalem. Saint Paul tells us he was a witness of the resurrection of Christ. He is also a pillar of the church, whom Saint Paul consulted about the gospel. According to tradition, he was the first bishop of Jerusalem and was at the Council of Jerusalem about the year 50. The historians Eusebius and Hegesippus relate that Saint James was martyred for the faith by the Jews in the spring of the year 62. Okay? Although they greatly esteemed his person and had given him the surname of James the Just. Tradition has always recognized him as the author of the epistle that bears his name. Internal evidence based on the language, style, and technically of the epistle reveals its author as the Jewish familiar with the Old Testament and a Christian thoroughly grounded in the teachings of the gospel. External evidence from the early fathers and councils of the church confirmed its authenticity and canonicity. The date of his writings cannot be determined exactly. According to some scholars, it was written about the year 49 AD. Others, however, claim it was written after St. Paul's epistle to the Romans, composed during the winter of 57-58 AD. It was probably written between the years 60 and 62 AD. Saint James addresses himself to the 12 tribes that are in the dispersion, that is, to Christians outside Palestine. What's that? Saint James addresses himself to the 12 tribes that are in the dispersion, that is, to Christians outside Palestine. But nothing in the epistle indicates that he is thinking only of Jewish Christians outside Palestine, but nothing in the epistle indicates that he is thinking only of Jewish Christians. Saint James realizes full well the temptations and difficulties they encounter in the midst of paganism, and as a spiritual father, he endeavors to guide and direct them in the faith. Therefore, the burden of his discourse is an exhortation to practical Christian living. His feast day is May 3rd alongside Saint Philip, and he is the patron of hat makers.